Back at it again. Episode 8 today of the Sandbag Show. Let's get to it. Welcome, you beautiful people. It's episode 8 of the Sandbag Show. We're getting into it. Dude, Kendall, William, back at it again. New week, new us. Wow, okay.
I feel the same personally.
Feel just as bad as the last week?
I would say just a little worse, tired-wise.
A little worse?
We're kicking it. We're kicking it, baby.
Look at you over there.
Look at me. Look at me go. Vesper Point, by the way.
Vesper Point. Yeah, shout out to Vesper Point.
Shout out to Vesper Point.
Did you just do like a fist? Like, is that their thing?
No, I just pointed at the camera, but I like the fist better. Shout out to Vesper Point.
Shout out to Vesper Point. Dude, this week, you actually finally asked me to meal prep with you.
That was fun.
Dude, we had a lot of fun. Also, serrano peppers, hot AF, man. Those came out of nowhere, out of left field.
I know. We were worried about it messing up the week's
flavor?
batch.
Yeah.
That I made. But it actually really wasn't that bad. I actually added some more spicy, like, hot sauce to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all. Like, in that one, we cooked like a week's worth for me that
Yes.
I kept prepped. And then we cooked another meal afterwards.
Mhm.
And it was really spicy in that. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I don't know why, but it really was.
But I think splitting it up like we did.
that may have helped.
Excuse me. Yeah, it helped a lot.
I don't know. Meal prepping was great.
Yeah, it was really fun. I've very much enjoyed not eating Taco Bell or McDonald's during my lunch breaks. Instead of having some, like, fuel in my body.
Facts. I mean, I just, because of my schedule and because I kind of use my home as my home base, and, like, I don't know. I don't really need lunch because of how my schedule is with band. Like, I just go home and cook.
Yeah,
which
because
is
band ends at, like, noon.
Yeah.
That's
and
when
so
I
just
take lunch at work.
facts. Or if I don't, I just don't eat until I get home.
Yeah, who needs it?
Yeah, facts.
I could live 2 weeks
Just
without
fast, bro. No, honestly, okay. So you didn't really know how to go about cooking this specific meal for meal prep.
I've never cooked anything.
Really? Like
Like,
not even like an egg?
I can't. No, I don't know how to fry an egg. I don't know how to scramble an egg. I don't know how to cook macaroni and cheese.
You don't even know how to cook macaroni and cheese.
I can make ramen noodles and sandwiches.
Then you could easily make mac and cheese.
I can't make. I don't know how to make grilled cheese.
That's ridiculous.
I don't know how to make a ton of stuff that's really simple.
Well, either way, we made this man cook
I
a
cooked.
whole thing,
Yeah, it was
man.
pretty cool, man.
It was pretty legit.
Chicken, peppers, onions,
Yeah,
rice.
rice.
What's up?
We had 3 different types of peppers. We had, like you said,
Poblano.
poblano, we had serrano, bell pepper, and then we had kale and spinach.
Oh yeah, the kale and the spinach.
All in the same deal. Olive oil, pepper, salt. Oof. It was a good meal, honestly.
A little seasoning.
Here, I'll be real. I have pretty much eaten that same meal for months now, it
Yeah,
feels like.
I've had it for lunch every day this week.
No, I just meant like in general
No, yeah, it's.
for a day.
I had it in a burrito the other day, like just the same exact stuff, but just on a tortilla,
Yes.
and it was delicious.
Dude, I put that same thing, it was yesterday. So our friend came into town, and she wanted food or whatever. And I was like, oh.
Our friend came into town, and she wanted to eat or something.
So I just cooked for the both of us, right? And so I made that. And I made like half the pan. Or excuse me, I made the whole pan, and then I threw shredded pepper jack over it. And then threw that on a tortilla. It was immaculate.
Mm-hmm.
Having the white rice with the seasoning. Dude, cook all the veggies, olive oil, salt, pepper, and then throw in the chicken with whatever spice you want, and then throw in the rice at the very, very end. Oof, it's nice, man. And then throw in that in a tortilla with cheese.
You still have the kale and spinach?
No, I did not have it on that one, just because it was going in a tortilla.
Yeah.
But
I can understand that.
regardless, it's good.
Yeah.
Kale and spinach. I don't like spinach normally, but if it's with kale, I love it.
I'm a pretty big fan of spinach. You just got to be broken up. I hate eating whole leaves.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I feel like a dinosaur. And it's, I don't
There are
know.
many herbivores, like many of them, but you just feel like a dinosaur.
Yeah, I feel like a dinosaur, man. I feel like one of those triceratops where they just look dumb, you know, and they're
You
just
know,
munching.
So like some kids, that's badass.
Bro, you feel like a dinosaur, man?
I feel like a dinosaur, just munching spinach.
That's legit. I feel like a dinosaur, dude. What's besides maybe this meal? What's a meal that you could just legit eat every day?
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Buffalo Wild.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Every day?
Every day.
Okay. What about like every meal? Buffalo Wild Wings.
No.
Are you talking about the menu
Mm-mm.
as in general?
Not every meal. Like every meal of every day.
Minus, just do lunch and dinner. So if you have three meals, no breakfast.
I know that you're probably looking for like what's something you could cook, but as we've been
No.
I
I'm
can't
talking
cook.
legit. I'm talking legit.
Don Juan's, it's Mexican.
Okay.
It's like it's not a chain, so nobody anywhere will ever know it. But it's just this Mexican place that I go to,
Yep.
and it's just like real Mexican food. And
Right. We got the burritos from there.
yeah. I could eat their
Yep.
eat their lunch and dinner.
Okay.
Every day.
Word. Producer Ethan or editor Ethan. Every day.
Personally, I make a pretty bomb boneless chicken.
I don't believe that.
Yeah,
Boneless chicken.
boneless chicken wings
I believe it.
that are super healthy.
He's done some things that I didn't think he
Chicken
could do.
wings. Chicken wings. Got it.
Yeah.
Man, like
Okay.
one
It's not
time
even
when I-
chicken wing.
You
though.
would eat that every day though?
Oh yeah. Because you
Okay.
can do it different ways.
If I can make it myself instead of Buffalo Wild Wings, I would eat chicken wings every day. For
So
lunch and dinner.
basically B-dubs every day.
But healthy.
yeah, exactly. But
no,
not
no deep fry.
not
no
B-dubs.
butter.
Yeah.
Super healthy.
That's worth it.
and probably delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It used to be pizza for me, but I can't eat
I
a lot of
remember
pizza
that.
a lot.
I cannot. I used to be able to eat a whole pizza, like in one sitting, just a large pizza from Domino's.
Yep. I could
Cannot.
probably still do that. Not
I would have to. I could do it if I really wanted to, but it'd be like that last piece would be like
Yeah, you'd really be forcing it down. Not because of like the size of my stomach, but because I don't want to eat a whole pizza.
it makes me just feel gross.
Yeah, it's bad. It's real bad. What's one thing that you eat a lot of, just in general?
Sandwiches
Sandwiches.
and cereal
Yeah,
here recently, like
that's basically the drum corps diet for breakfast and lunch.
dude, a good sub. I used to work at Subway.
What?
And a good sub is all right, but I don't think you can beat a good cold white bread sandwich. He's struggling over there.
Sorry, people.
You
my
okay?
cord- Yeah, my cord got caught. So
You're-
white sandwich Subway.
Yeah, I just. It's a white sandwich Subway.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't specify.
Yeah, I was just saying like a
Trying
good
to get comfy, dude. I'm sorry.
a good sub is all right, but just like a good plain old white bread sandwich or even wheat bread. I got nothing against wheat bread. It's just so delicious to me.
Like just like a sandwich meat or whatever.
Yeah, just like ham, turkey, cheese, little mayonnaise, maybe a little mustard. Boom.
That makes sense.
That's a meal.
I'm a Peeb dude. I'm a PB&J man.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
You
So
said I'm a Peeb dude. I said, yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Peeb dude.
Peeb. I know what Peebs are. Yeah. If you don't know, Peeb is the short term for peanut butter and jelly.
I think it's an only him thing.
No. It's literally just like an only drum corps thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Those guys.
That's where it came from. Is drum corps.
Whatever.
Talking about resting on my laurels. I
Hey,
ate a
man.
lot of Peebs over last summer.
I used to be more jelly than peanut butter on my Peebs, but I've changed to more peanut butter than jelly for sure.
I like to go halvesies. I really like to go halvesies.
I don't know, man. I even if it's not halfsies, I feel like you got to do just like a little bit more. 60-40,
A little bit more
55-45.
peanut butter.
Yeah, I used to be jelly for me. I used to like jelly more than peanut butter. But now
Honestly, it
I'm all
really
about that.
depends.
I'm all about that butter, baby.
I feel you. We used to have this guy, not used to. He just aged out. Evan Verall. Jeez, dude. Watching him make his Peebs, I don't know how he did it. I also don't know how he ate it either. You know when you put too much on a sandwich, like
Yeah.
in between, and it falls out the other end?
I worked at Subway.
Yeah. This dude put a mountain in between two bread pieces.
More peanut butter or more jelly?
Yes, both of them. All of it. He
Yes.
just put a mountain. I don't know how he was able to eat it.
That
I don't
like,
know, no.
Yeah, it sounds like a little too much for
No,
me.
no,
man.
like legit, like Scooby-Doo style, like big, bro.
Like you could see the lines of jelly and the lines of peanut butter.
No, legit, like the pieces were coming off. Like legit, like there was a stack, bro.
I cannot stress to you.
No.
There
It
was
a
too much.
Big, dude. It was big. I don't know how he ate it, but he did it. It was ridiculous. He had massive Peebs.
Speaking of too much, massive Peebs.
Yeah, Peebs were big.
Speaking
man.
of too much, in high school,
Also, Peebs are spelled P-E-E-B. Peeb. Peebs, plural.
In high school, for breakfast, when they had the chicken biscuit, I hated the taste of just the normal chicken biscuit. But what I would do is I would get mustard packets, and I would put like an unearthly amount of mustard on my chicken biscuit, and like
You're disgusting.
I'm talking like too much mustard.
Yeah,
But it was like I needed my fuel, and it was free school food.
And you had to get it down through mustard.
I honestly, I could have eaten it without the mustard, but it made it much more enjoyable.
I used to do that as a kid, not in high school, as a child.
I was a kid in high school.
Nah,
I'm still a kid.
I was
Look at me go.
younger. I used to sit at the kitchen table, and the only way I could eat broccoli was through barbecue sauce.
Hey, man.
I would dip broccoli in barbecue
The only way I
sauce.
used to be able to eat spinach is with salt. Like the canned spinach.
Canned spinach.
Yeah, like canned spinach that you like cook comes out all wet. Not like
Never
leafy.
seen that.
You've never seen not leafy spinach?
Okay, well, yeah, okay. Go ahead.
Anyway.
Oh,
Popeyes.
I'm dumb. I'm so dumb. A canned spinach. Yeah, I get what you're
Popeyes.
saying. I get what you're saying.
Anyway,
That took me a
the
minute.
only way I used to be able to eat it was like a ton of salt.
We ate everything with a ton of salt.
I was way young when I did this though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, dude, Tyler Prebula made us put salt on everything.
He opened up a door for me
He did. Shout out to Tyler P.
on his freaking nuggets, his chicken nuggets that he cooked in a toaster, man. He
Dude,
would
he'd
put
pull
salt on each individual nugget, and it's just the best. It's the greatest. Salt on pizza, so good.
Dumb.
Thanks, Tyler, for my. What is it? Cholesterol? I don't know what salt does to me. I know it messes me up some way, but I don't know the words. Is it blood something? Beats me.
Jeez. Okay.
You're not gonna answer? I need to know. These are things that I should probably know. Please help me.
I'm good, brother.
Oh
I'm
no.
good.
I'm just gonna
jeez,
keep
man.
eating salt.
I did keep track of my my Peeb intake last year.
Oh, did you? Did you,
Yeah,
Kendall?
I didn't. I messed up. I didn't do it during spring training that well. I started like halfway through, but I just kind of like assumed that I ate a certain amount every day. Kind of went low on the scale, but I ate 174
It's weak
from
numbers.
from May, early May to early
That
August.
is literal weak.
174. That's like 2-3 a day.
It's trash. When you go to Blue Coats next time,
Oh, my goal is to get 200 for sure.
when you go next time, I will top you before you come back.
Stacking those Peebs on, dude.
I will eat Peebs every day.
Actually, all of my friends, my section used to like call me out, and they would hate me. Not hate me. They just yell at me
They just
because
hate
they
me.
were like, "Kendall, you don't eat. Why are you not eating?" And I'm like, "What do you mean? I'm eating right now." I was like, "I just finished my food." They're like, "We don't believe you. We only see you with peanut butter and jelly." I was like, I promise I eat other things. I just would eat food and then be like, I need to fuel my body. And so I went in and just got Peebs.
Man,
Stack them.
you really sit here thinking about peanut butter and jelly, man.
Yeah.
Gotta appreciate it.
It-
What a good sandwich.
What a good sandwich. Isn't there like a meme of like someone who just figured out, not a meme, there's like a stand-up, I don't know, there's a comedian that's like makes a joke about the guy who first figured out peanut butter and jelly and he like hid it from the world and just like ate it by himself.
You don't understand.
Yeah, I think he was like, "Excuse me, I need you to bring the peanut butter, but also this jam, but separately. Not that they're gonna be put together for anything." Something super dumb. Oh man,
Nobody would ever think to put those two together.
no, preposterous.
Who would do that?
So speaking of just dumb things that we do for the summer, one, keeping track of your peep count over the summer of drum corps is essential.
Let us know your peep count.
Facts. If you keep a peep count, let me know because I want you to top me, and I also want to top you once drum corps comes
There's
back.
no way. There's gonna be somebody out there. It's like I keep a weekly peep count.
Bro, I'm topping like 20, 30 peeps. 30 peeps every week.
30 peeps a week.
My quarterly is your summer, okay?
Your peep game? Your peep game? My peep game. Think about that.
Get on another level.
Just
bro.
think about it.
Do you have the peep star? Do you have the star? Do you have the medal?
Did you even know you were being tested right now?
Bro, this is why you get second. Didn't get peeps.
If you and the entirety of Blue Coats would have consumed more peeps,
God, I can't wait to like, I don't know. I can't wait to show that to all my Blue Coats friends. We got to eat more peeps.
They don't
Peeps to
e-
get
they
the
don't even
ring.
know.
They don't even know. They don't watch the
we're
podcast.
sitting here telling them how to win. We're telling them.
I'll just tell the staff. I'll just tell our
Make it a part of our like mandatory diet.
Yeah, I'll do it for
Hand out Peeb. The little tiny like what are they? Uncrustables?
just like pass them out.
Oh yeah. Right before.
Dude, they used to
Little mini Peeb.
I remember my dad talking about the Spirit of Atlanta bus back in the day. Back in his day.
Oh.
And they would have sandwiches for lunch. Like they had like sacked lunch. Sacks. I don't know. Sack lunches. Jeez, it's late today. I'm sorry.
Man.
And I don't know. It was like a hazing thing. They would just like smash the sandwich as they passed it back. Like they take theirs and then they smash it and pass it back to the rookies because the back of the bus was where the rookies were. And he'd always get like a finger or something in his sandwich.
Speaking of smashed sandwiches, when I used to work at Subway.
Yeah.
And
Are you about to tell us that you smashed customers' sandwiches?
Yeah.
You got to explain.
This is terrible.
Yeah,
but
it sounds terrible.
it's just like whenever you got one of those customers, man,
Yeah.
and you wrap up their sandwich, whenever you go to like put it in the bag, like because you wrap up the sandwich and put it in a bag, there's like the bags are like right here, and they're like magnetized to not magnetized, they're like put on like I don't even know like the wall right here,
Yeah.
and you can reach. You have to reach down to put it into the bag,
Yeah.
and when you put your arm down here, you just full clinch the sandwich.
Oh my god.
Because after that, it's in the bag, and you just squeeze, and it's like it comes back up, and you could, if you saw it, it would just like have the full wrap around the hands,
What?
and you give it to them, and they pay, and they leave.
You're the
Surprised-
reason why all of these old people are coming up to retail workers and just yelling at them.
You think
You're
I did
the
it for?
reason.
You think I did it for no reason? You think that guy came in and was a nice guy, and I squished his sandwich?
Honestly, I wouldn't doubt it. Wouldn't doubt it.
It's wrong.
Do you do that at Red Lobster? Do you just squeeze their seafood?
I never did anything at Red Lobster. Like I never messed with anybody's food, just because I don't know what my exact reasoning. Because in that sense, it's like I wasn't bare hand touching their food.
Yeah.
But if
you're
I were
just
to mess
serving
with
it.
if I were to mess with anybody's food, I would have had to touch their food.
Yeah. I don't know. For me, if I'm gonna mess with someone's food, I'm not gonna like, I don't know.
I only ever
put my DNA on it, like slobber on it, or
Yeah.
like I don't know. Some people like.
I only ever did that the whole squeezing thing twice.
Yeah. I don't know. Or just like, I don't know.
Man, craziest thing
Let
I've
it
ever
fall into the bag.
craziest thing I've ever seen with a sandwich was I was working at a Subway with a drive-through.
Yeah. Sorry. Again, it's late. Sorry, people.
I was working at a Subway with a drive-through.
Quality's
And the
going
person
down.
taking the order was like a 17-year-old girl. She was my age. And the dude in the drive-thru was like hitting on the girl. And then there was another dude with me there. Like, so it was 3 people total in the Subway, working the Subway. And then as the dude who was hitting on the 17-year-old girl came up to the window, the other dude that was there took this man's sandwich and just like chucked it out the window into this dude's like car. And was just like, that one's on me, bro. You can take off. And the guy's like sitting there pissed. And he just closes the window. And it was just like,
Dude,
damn,
good on that guy.
Damn.
Good on that guy. What a way to just shut a dude down.
Yeah.
That's
100%.
legit.
100%.
People looking after people. Yeah, hey, if you get bad people at your Subway, crush their sandwich and throw it to their window.
Don't do that. Don't do it.
Jeez, man. Let's move on to a better subject.
Screw Subway.
Music. Specifically, songs, I don't know, we're talking about like the vibe. Food is very familiar. You know, you have certain foods and snacks during drum corps and marching band. I know for like the bus, we had like a lot of like chips and stuff. I don't know. It was very specific. We had like the Funyuns garbage and like I don't know. You get like the
Funyuns
bags.
aren't fun.
No, they're not.
Let's just say that.
They're bad. I don't like them.
I
My
also
sister
don't
used
like
to eat a ton of them.
them.
Nope.
Which?
Sandy actually.
Oh.
I remember her having a liking for Funyuns.
You're better than Funyun Sandy.
Yeah, sorry. Whatever. Maybe she's grown out of them. I don't know. She's married now, so we'll be all right. But
Don't stoop so low to the Funyuns. I'm sorry, Funyuns. You've made a good name for yourself.
shoot. You know what we need? When we make merch, we'll just make a Funyuns. I don't know. We'll do something with the Funyuns logo and just cross it out or something.
Man, we got tons of stuff we need to do.
We got a lot of merch ideas.
Gotta be a
If
lobster.
you have merch ideas, send it to Sandbag.
Please send us something. Anything.
Anything, please. Share it. Throw it around. Talk about us, good or bad. Publicity is publicity.
Publicity.
Publicity?
That's one of those words. Say it 5 times. Doesn't even sound like a word anymore.
I don't want to. So, memes, right?
Memes.
Things that happen, I don't know, things that remind you of marching band or the marching arts. And one of those is like the songs that you listen to, like on the bus, or like things that you add into the show. What were some of those? Like, I feel like, I don't know, when we marched together, like we had a few, I don't know, we listened to a lot of the same songs.
Yeah.
And those like creeped into audibles.
Oh,
or,
you talking about like audibles and stuff?
well, I don't know, just like anything, like what we would listen to on the bus, or like pregame, or like before we got into the thing. Like how gas, like making gas was a tradition for us, or like, you know, pregame hypes. Like, what was the song? You know?
I just remember sleeping on the bus, man.
Maybe not on the bus, but like, I don't know. What are some? Because I know we had audibles that came from certain songs that we listened
Yeah,
to.
oh yeah, definitely. We had there was the entire band sang "Bonfire" by Childish Gambino in the stands.
Wow, that's a that's a rough one.
we bleeped out
Everything.
every curse word. The first time we did it, it was a very in the moment like sporadic thing. The first time it like because we were just like trying to find
like
like
a
a
groove?
song that would fit with the drum groove that was being played.
Okay.
And when we found that Bonfire like worked, it was like nobody was bleeping anything out.
Ooh.
And everybody knew the words to Bonfire. So it just got louder and louder. And eventually cuz like it wasn't like a it wasn't like a we're going to do this. It was just like
it was just a
people started realizing that it fit with the drum groove. We were just singing the song. And so eventually I went around during what was it?
third quarter, like your break.
No. Before the game, the circle to like check everybody. Just can't remember.
Oh,
Inspection.
inspection.
Yeah. I went
yeah.
around like during inspection. I told every like section leader to tell their section. I was like, we're gonna like bleep out every curse word, not like say something over it, just like complete
just
silence
Nothing.
every time that curse words would come. So it just like got really cool because the whole band was singing with just like they were just like silent where every curse word was. It was really fun.
It's kind of funny. Yeah. So, oof, that sucks.
Yeah,
Being in a high school band and then
it was like the whole first verse of Bonfire by Childish Gambino.
That's a rough
perfectly.
verse,
It
you
fit-
know?
It fits so perfect.
It was pretty good. We also had another one, speaking of like non-appropriate songs. Gosh, we had an audible, where was it, the Queen show? We had a Queen show in high school where we did Tenacious D. I don't even remember.
No, I think that was the Chase show.
Chase show, Bill Chase. Also, shout out to Bill Chase.
Shout out to Bill Chase.
Jeez, bro.
And every other Bill Chase out there.
We had the beginning of Rock Your Socks Off, and that was really good. If you go and listen to Rock Your Socks Off.
Yeah, we used their count off.
Yeah.
Which we're not going to repeat here.
No, that's not a
But if
podcast
you want to look
appropriate.
it up.
That's on you. All of these songs are probably very explicit, so parental figures advised. Even if you're 18, just get your parents in there, make them listen to it.
Like when we were younger and Disney Channel would be like, before you sign up, ask a parent if it's okay. Yeah, Disney Channel.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask my mom to sign up. Cartoon Network.
Yeah, whatever, guys. Dude, we did a lot of that, especially like in drum corps, because like songs just become memes because we play them so often and we're so close to each other. Like speakers are always on, or like
yeah, high school's way different because it's like I was close with like 4 people.
Yeah. With drum corps, it's like you got a lot of friends and you're super
homies.
close because you have to like sleep with each other, shower.
Together.
Hey, shout out to last episode. There's a lot of things you got to do. One that we liked, specifically this is for the mellow section, was Young Gravy. Do you know Young Gravy?
My girlfriend loves Young Gravy.
Really? Like
Yeah.
legitimately?
Yeah.
Like no meme?
Like way before you even went to drum corps, she was like, "Look
Like,
at Young Gravy."
does he actually like enjoy his music and think he's a good artist?
Well, she does.
Oh, excuse
Yes.
me. That's what I meant. Sorry. Did I say he? What did I say?
You said he twice.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Yeah, no, she really, really does. She was gonna go to a Young Gravy concert in Atlanta.
Now I'm about to roast Young Gravy real quick. He's a he's a really raunchy rapper. He talks about like just the raunchiest things. Very, very explicit, and he's very much just, I don't know, it's a lot of sexualization of people.
He's a rapper.
Yeah, but like it's the cliche. Like if you were gonna think about what rap was, that right there, it's just like the stereotypical. I don't know, Young Gravy, but he became a meme because for some reason his beats are like a little bit of like jazz or like old songs,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's like I don't know, we just kind of grooved with it, and then the whole mellow section was like, screw it, Young Gravy is our jam. And
Young
we
Gravy
played,
is the new.
yeah, we played Young Gravy all the time, and we actually, we said, we had a line of Whip a Tesla in our show for last year.
Don't say a name of
No.
a song as if I'm gonna know it.
You don't know the song?
No.
If your girlfriend listens to it, I feel like you would know. I have to show you, but you know the song.
No. I know. If,
You know
if
the-
I heard the song, I'd probably know it.
But you know the audible, right? The audible that we said? Okay, whatever. I don't know. It was a good one, and we were on our way back pushing props away. It was pretty great. I don't know. Young Gravy was a big meme.
Gravy
Train.
train.
Gravy with your thing. So stupid, man. I don't know how to pronounce his name.
On that gravy train.
There was another one, and it was this trumpet player. Geez, what an incredible musician. But I'm gonna mess this up. Ibrahim Malhouf? I don't know.
Yeah, my
Look-
boy Ibrahim.
Uh,
Shout out Ibrahim.
yeah.
Mahouf.
he has an album. It's just his trumpet album. It's just like a good song, and we played it like before stretch or like on our way to different blocks, and like it was popping. And then we knew it was popping when like our brass tech came over, and he's a trumpet player, and he was like, "Yo, who's this?"
He's like, damn boy.
Yeah, and he's
Guys,
again,
turn it up before stretch. What's up?
and he's again like he's kind of like not a social individual.
Not a social butterfly.
And so he was just like, "Who's this?" And he's like jamming, doing his thing, going to block, and
yes, this.
it had some pop.
That just reminds me of that
the
one.
vine.
That one music.
Yeah, is it coming from the green or the black?
When I have children, I'm gonna show them music
Music.
because I think that's good.
That's what a good vine. I feel like that could be applied to. I'm gonna show them core.
I really like the music. I've turned the music off.
I've turned it. It's not playing. It's not. It's not on.
Shout out to that vine. You gotta.
Yeah.
If you don't know that vine, you have to know that vine.
Facts. You gotta know the vine. All these young kids
Rest in peace, vine.
in TikTok now. There's a lot of musicians using TikTok.
Don't hate on TikTok, bro.
All right, I'll move on.
Quality content.
Okay.
Any streaming site has quality content because anybody can put anything on there. So you tell me there aren't some probably homies posting on TikTok?
It's just like
Jason Derulo has TikTok content. Jason Derulo has TikTok content.
Jason
all of you go to Jason Derulo's TikTok and tell me I'm wrong. Tell me you didn't chuckle when he does that, when he jumps to his pants.
Okay, real quick. One, no. Secondly,
Somebody's like holding pants and he like jumps and like goes into the pants.
and that's the thing.
That's content.
I mean, like, okay, we're not, kings of content
Yeah.
over here at the Sandbag Show.
That's true.
But like, dang, bro, that sucks.
Sucks.
Bro, you're the one that listened to 50 minutes of Jason Derulo saying
Jason Derulo.
Jason Derulo.
He says his name the best. Tell me anybody else that can say Jason Derulo like Jason Derulo says Jason Derulo. I liked saying that sentence.
None of that made sense. That's like the meme, Will Smith, Will Smith. Yes, Will Smith.
Yes, Will Smith. Will Smith. It's so good. I love those.
God, this podcast is already a garbage episode.
If Will Smith has a TikTok, I'm sure it's quality content too.
We're moving on.
Shout out to TikTok.
So other songs, we had a lot of audibles, for
Yeah,
sure.
definitely.
But we also, so in drum corps, we just have like a big, like, before we start visual, we do the stretch, and we do some dynamic warm-up, we do some PT, we just get our bodies moving. And a lot of times, we'll just circle up, like be in this big, massive amoeba or circle, and our Viz techs will just come in, and they'll just have a loudspeaker, and they'll just play jams the whole time. And we had two that we actually did like a dancing routine to, and we actually had this whole thing where during visual warm-up before a show, we would do it. And was pretty legit.
Get all loosey goosey.
Yeah, it was legit. I mean, we did a lot. It was a whole dance routine. It was legit.
Can I know the songs?
I don't know them off the top of my head. They're very
Jeez.
non-specific.
Jeez.
But we actually do have like Jared. Jared was an older dude. Gosh, he's got to be in his 40s or his 50s. He's got a kid. He's got a wife. He has a life, and so
He's a person.
yeah. And he's much older than we are. But it's like he came in with some bops, man. He just like came in with some like random, just new age stuff.
Amen.
And it was good. He just came in and like we started a Spotify playlist of just like it was just Blue 19, all the visual stuff, like everything that we ever played. We just added it to the list.
Hey man, just because you're old doesn't mean you can't recognize bangers, bro.
Facts. Same thing with shout out to Matt Barkley. Jeez, bro. One, this dude's a powerhouse in marching. He spent like 4 years or 6 years or some garbage with Blue Knights, and then spent 2 to 4 years with Blue Devils.
What's Blue Knights? Is it just another corps?
Yeah, just another corps. So like,
Never heard of it.
he spent like a massive amount of time in Blue Knights, and then was like, screw it, I'm going to BD, and then went to BD for like 2 years, won a ring or two at least.
Right.
And
It's what you do when you go to BD.
if I have a not L on them, just
Sorry, Blue Coats.
yeah.
It's
L.
my goal
I
to
can tell.
destroy you.
I can tell. Next year, bro. Next year. We
That's what they all say.
watching this man jazz
Hopefully.
run, like straight leg jazz run, is one of the most beautiful things that I've ever watched.
Man, I can't jazz run at all.
Like the plie jazz run where you're like a little bit squatted,
Yeah.
you know? This man like perfect legs. He was just like a dancer and he just floated across the floor.
Crazy.
But it was like 1,000,000 miles an hour.
Yeah.
It was
And
ridiculous.
this stuff's not easy, man.
No.
like-
No. And like he hadn't marched in forever. Like he wasn't just a new age out.
You said like
He-
40.
Oh no, that's Jared. But like Matt Barkley, like
Oh, snap, we're on a different person.
yeah. He just like he aged out in like 16, so like he's
Oh.
20 something,
20-something.
and like he just did it. It was ridiculous, man. It was ridiculous. Like you know the mag trains, like the magnetic trains, and you know how like they are off the ground. Have you ever seen a mag train? Okay, they're like a bullet. Like they just go 200 miles an hour.
That's fast.
Yeah, super fast, and they don't touch the ground. It's just a magnet. They get like it's a
I'm getting the gist.
yes, science, and legit. He just looked like Tron. He was just like one beam of light. Yeah, and it was just like not only was he going fast, but like if you were to just take a snapshot of any frame of him jazz running, it would be perfect form, guaranteed.
I'm just like,
Ridiculous.
obviously, you seeing it, you have an image in your head.
Yes.
But the visualization that I'm making is really funny. It's just like this dude just jazz running, like
Yeah.
sprinting down this field.
sprinting, like big, massive, like straight legs, long lines, everything you could ever
Is he like
want.
a big dude?
No, he's like
Oh.
he's about my height. He's super skinny.
Be
He's
a lot funnier
ripped.
if he was a big dude,
It's ridiculous.
like 6'7",
yeah,
just massive.
and then also like wide, you know.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
like
just big.
all around huge specimen.
So with that big preface, this is the caliber of person that's coming in, and then what he brings to the table as far as like
bangers.
early morning bangers, just straight bops, like
Straight
back
bangers.
to back to back, and it's all like this weird electronic like lo-fi garbage that just like is random and no one really knows what it is. Like all visual techs have like the same type of music that they just bring to the table. Really fun. We would also like if we did a dance routine or like did dancing across the floor, like we
Yeah.
do a certain move, we just play music the whole time.
Music sets up a whole vibe.
So nice.
It's like when I'm at work painting and stuff, we'll be in a house. It'll be hot, no AC. Had to close all the windows and put plastic over them and stuff like that. So it's
Yeah.
just sweaty. It's just a terrible environment.
It's gross.
Yeah, it's just gross. And it's like as soon as you get in there, it's just a different kind of hot. And it's like my boss has this like huge like speaker that you can hear throughout the entire house. And
Yeah.
it's like when that isn't on versus when that's on. It's like the whole
Very
vibe.
different. Very different.
Like my morale of the whole day has changed.
And again, tying back to what we're talking about, the music that you listen to during those terrible times or during, the good times, the dog days of
That
drum corps.
grind.
Yeah. And then you come back and listen to it, those memories of that time.
True.
And sometimes you don't even listen to them outside of that context. Like I don't listen to half of those songs that I listen to over drum corps. I just whenever they're on, I'm like, yes, this
Think
is
of
the
all those
life.
all those times.
Facts, big facts. Another one. Let's see. We listen to a lot of source material, like depending on the year. Trying to think. Especially this year for Blue 20. Excuse me. I can't reveal anything in the show, or else I get like destroyed. I think there's like a pair of like people that are just waiting to take people out. If anyone like reveals Blue's show before it even hits the ground.
That'd be a great job.
Yeah, like there's a pair of mercenaries just waiting, just to take you out, bag you up.
On call 24/7.
Yeah, like
But they do it. They don't do it just for Blue Coats. They do it for all the cores. That's their job.
Oh no! They only do it for Blue Coats.
Oh,
Blue Coats kind of go on lockdown
Even
for
better.
all of that. They don't even tell their members half of it. It's ridiculous. But source material for this year, Jason Dokes can attest to this. He's a trumpet player now, trumpet section leader currently, and coming back from Ohio camp. We both went together, drove back. We took the album of the source material that we found, and we just vibed the whole way.
That's good.
And it's nice. Like,
Yeah.
granted, we couldn't do that last year because it's just Beatles, and like have listened to the Beatles for decades already. As a child, like
Man.
that was just what I grew up on.
For some reason, when you just last year with Beatles, when you just said it, my heart, I don't even know. My heart actually like dropped for a second. I was like, oh, you just said you can't say that. You just said that.
Yes, we know.
Yeah,
We know.
I need to catch up.
Yeah, it's okay. But I mean, like, we had some bangers. I mean, the Beatles have bangers for sure.
Of course, the Beatles got
Yeah,
bangers.
they're
the
just
Beatles.
classic, you know. But
I have an unpopular opinion about the Beatles, but yeah, they got bangers, of course.
facts. But again, like I mean, Blue Coats puts together abstract-esque shows. You know, they're not really like
Still got bangers though.
yeah, they're not like a theme. You know, hey, we're doing like I don't know.
Queen.
Yeah, you know, they don't have like a set theme. They just do like this concept, and
Yeah, that's the perfect word. They don't
and
do
so
a
the-
theme; they do a concept.
yeah, very much so. And it's a lot of visual, and all the songs relate to each other in a way, or we make them relate to each other. But even like 2018 was a lot of jazz, not necessarily like any kind of modern-esque music. But dang, dude, 20 is gonna be fire if we ever get to it. Yikes! But
Rest
I
in
don't
peace.
know.
Moment of silence for drum corps.
but like going back, shoot, I'm trying to think. There's a lot of good like drum corps show material, like source material that is just pulled from whatever. Snarky Puppy was used several times a couple years ago. Shoot, just like good songs. I think, didn't BD use like Britney Spears at some point? I feel like they did.
You're asking the wrong person.
I don't even know. But source material, that was a bop. You just listen to that constantly.
Yeah,
Um,
it definitely. I used to march. It definitely does help a lot.
I used to march.
When you know what you're playing, like, because the fact of the matter is when you're using something as source material, you're trying to get across the same vibe that the person who wrote the source material was trying to get across.
Yes.
And hearing how they do it, the way they do it, the phrasing that they do it, makes a difference.
It does, for sure. I think too, I mean, not only just to like get the show, but like to perform it and to perform in the way of said material. Like the Beatles, like there's a presentation that comes with playing the Beatles, visually and how you perform it. But just with any drum corps material, like not only are the costumes representative of, but like the visuals, the choreo, all that garbage. I don't know, man. Like when you just live and breathe that, it's like you just put that stuff on repeat. It's ridiculous. And I don't know, like some people get really old and tired of it, and I think at one point, like after the season, it was like, nah, I'm gonna take a break from anything Beatles. But like, I don't know.
Especially for you guys, like when I performed with my marching band, you know, the biggest crowd I probably performed was like 200, 300, you know, like garbage numbers. So it's like when you perform and you perform to like those huge ass crowds,
Yeah.
it's like that feeling. It's like, I don't know, man. Especially when you perform material that you're into, that you vibe with.
Yes.
It makes the whole experience for yourself just becomes better.
For sure. And I think, again, that just crosses over into your day-to-day life. Like, if you just are constantly listening to that music, it just gets more and more embedded in you.
I thought I had it.
What?
Nothing.
I don't know. There's a lot of memes, especially, like, I mean, you're listening to source material, you're playing all the music, you know, the show's going on. But, like, I don't know. There's a lot of, like, social stuff that happens within marching band. And you just kind of like
you can't have it without being social.
Exactly.
Like,
it's like a melding pot of stuff.
You can have some sports where it's like not everybody on the team has to like each other.
Yeah.
But in marching band, in corps, if
Kinda
you don't
have
like
to.
the people around you,
It's kind of hard.
yeah, because you guys are all trying to perform the same thing. It's like
Yeah.
in football, you're trying to get the same goal, which is win, get points. But it's not like you are trying to perform the exact same thing as the person next to you.
And you also don't have to rely on them as much, I don't think. You do, but you don't.
In a different way, yeah. I know what
Yeah.
you mean.
There's like a point where you become an individual in a sport, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Like,
Yeah.
I've got to make this play. I have got to do good. But it's like in drum corps, no matter how good you are, you could be doing it literally perfectly. If everybody else isn't doing it as perfect as you, you're not going to get scored as if you were perfect.
Facts. Big facts. I don't know, man. God, we had way too many audibles.
Yeah, we had a lot of audibles.
A lot were not appropriate.
The biggest, just every time I think of an audible, just the first one that comes to mind is a thick double quarter pounder with cheese.
Where did that come from?
You?
Me?
Yeah, it was just 100% you.
Where
It
did
was-
I get that
It was
from?
in the America show.
Oh, yeah.
A thick double quarter pounder.
Yeah,
with
we
cheese.
had an America show, everybody. It was garbage.
Trash. I don't care. I'll censor most stuff. I'm not trying to hurt people's feelings.
It was not like about America.
The show was garbage, and who wrote it, more garbage.
Dang.
That's all I'm saying.
Wow. We're calling that person out. We are calling them out. Wow.
No.
You are.
Not as like a person, just in writing shows for high schoolers. Yeah, garbage, trash. I'm sure he has a great time on Saturday nights with the boys, because that's what they're for.
Jeez, dude.
But when it comes to
Jeez.
writing shows for high schoolers, trash.
That bad? Dang. Yeah. I don't know. We had some good shows. I don't know. That America show was like everything. I don't know. It was rough. It was rough. Plus too, like, I mean, if you think about the songs that the crowd enjoys, I mean, that in itself is a vibe, you know. If you
Yeah,
don't play anything that relates to them, it's like,
When a crowd
Eh.
sings your song that you're playing, tight.
yeah.
It's
Oh
so,
yeah.
so tight.
I don't know. It's
Make you feel some type of way.
like drum corps, there's like a time and a place, and like sometimes playing a song that's familiar is not necessarily a goal, you
Yeah,
know.
I know what you mean.
And a lot of times, because we have a lot of nerds that listen to drum corps, you eventually get to the where like those features or those, you know, solos become the norm, become the meme, become the thing that you want to play. I know for a while, like there's like a certain part, like 2016 show, for Bluecoats, digga digga digga, like just that lick alone. There's a lot of people in drum corps that are like, ooh, ooh, ooh,
Ooh.
I know it. And just like, if you just play that, I don't know, there's a lot of memes that come out of that, especially like when you go into like other organizations. I know that like there's a lot of kids, especially in high school, especially when you teach high school, and they're like, they want to know everything, and then they like try and impress you with like, hey, I learned this. And like, you know, a lot of it's impressive. It's like, ah, cool, you did that yourself. But then they just add that into their show.
That
you
was
know,
a time.
play it randomly.
That was a time. In middle school, high school, learning garbage. Just like
What do you mean?
learning anything you could on your instrument just to come back and play it.
Oh yeah.
Look.
look what I can do.
This song came out 2 years ago. Look.
I could do it. I remember our middle school band director, the first one, gave us a challenge that if we could like play taps on our instrument, that he'd give us like a steak dinner or something.
Never had that one.
Yeah.
Never had him.
Oh, facts. You didn't. But like that was his challenge, and then I think at some point we did, but like he never thought we could do it or something, and he just totally forgot about the challenge. And so when we did it, he was like, "Cool."
Good
and then
job,
you just,
guys.
Yeah, you just have that awkward like child moment where it's like,
And next comes steak.
yeah,
Hello?
What's next, bro? I don't know. It was funny because I got like, so my niece, she marches. She's in high school finally.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, she is, and she's marching in her band, and she's a really good mellophone player. She took after her uncle, and then she comes in, and there's a few friends of hers that like drum corps. Not a whole lot.
That's how it always is in high school.
And so when they learned that I was related to Natalie, they just like followed me and like did the whole high school thing where they're like, we gotta know everything about you. And I had this one kid from her school send me, or no, I think it came through her. Like my niece sent me a video of him doing it, but it was like solos from like last year's show or something. And like, I don't know, I like it. It's
Look
like,
at him go.
Yeah, good effort, man. A for effort. Even though
You're
like,
doing something.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of people out there, they're doing nothing. And you did something today.
But it is funny, like those become memes, and like I don't know, like we use them as audibles or like as jokes or whatever. And there's a lot of things that I took from high school or other kids in high school when I taught them, and just bringing it into a show just makes it more fun. Especially all those dead counts where you can just say anything that you want. It makes head cams really fun.
Yeah, definitely. I had a lot of fun with those.
Facts.
Not like wearing them, but watching them.
Yes.
Great time.
Some of my favorite memes are just like come from drum corps. And it's just like having all of those random audibles coming in.
Audibles can really make the show.
Yeah, facts.
For you personally.
Yes, I think so.
In high school, our band director hated them. Did not allow them. Kind of.
I think he was. He just wanted us to focus.
Yeah,
and we didn't.
He'd be like, "You doing that is confusing other people." And it's like it's doing the opposite.
Well, it was confusing other people because even though
not all of them,
but also I think he was just trying to like get us to actually do work because we didn't do any
behave.
Of it. Nah, audibles are great. Just know when to use them. And if those of you who just don't know what an audible is something that you can say in a dead count of your show where you aren't playing to keep you in time. So you'll just say a different part of a show or a meme or whatever to just keep you in the rhythm of things.
Do you remember when "suh dude" was a big thing? Like
"Suh dude."
"Suh dude."
Yeah, that whole meme.
Yeah, you were there. We had like a big part of the beginning of our show where
you
it was
just
all
said
dead
it over again.
We alternated. It was like the left half of the band would say it on
we went
ones and
back
threes.
we went back and
and the
forth.
right half of the band would say twos and fours. And
So instead of a dut, we did
we did "suh." And then on the very last one, we would all say "suh dude," and our horns came up.
"Suh,
So it was
dude."
"Suh dude."
God, that's so dumb.
It was sick.
That's so dumb.
Sick.
We
"Suh."
also made memes of other people. We were we've mentioned this before. We were terrible people. We've
Just
been
weren't
terrible people.
Nice.
No, we
That's
weren't.
it. We just weren't nice.
We had this drum major where there was a lot of things wrong, and she also like
There was a lot of things wrong.
there was a lot of bad things. As far as like being a leader, probably wasn't the best. And being a drum major,
we're being nice.
yeah, and being a drum major, maybe
He's being nice.
yeah.
Sugarcoating.
She got a 2, so just gonna throw that out there.
Yikes.
Yeah, but again, this is high school, so it
Let's
doesn't
just
matter.
say we weren't the only ones that didn't like her. It wasn't just us, okay?
Anyways, this drum major, she got onto us. We were like on the field, and
As you guys know, I missed a lot of school,
yeah,
way too much. So I actually wasn't here for this day.
you weren't.
No.
Okay. Well, we were on the field, and like, I don't know. There's very rarely does someone call you out from the box, like call you out, like just.
Very rarely do you get called out by another officer as an officer in high school.
But also, rarely do you just get called out by your peers from across the field.
Yeah, just doesn't happen.
No.
And when it does, it's like,
What?
look at this guy.
It's like yeah. It's like what are you doing here? And usually it's like very emotionally filled.
Well, see, because
And
it's just it's one of those things where it's high school, and it's like she by no means was a perfect like did everything right.
No, and
didn't
neither
talk.
were we.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like one of those things where it's like you don't show me, you don't practice what you're preaching, so
Yeah.
stop talking to me.
And high schoolers were trying to figure ourselves out anyway, so it's like you're already hypocritical.
Oh yeah.
And so we're sitting. Oh gosh, we were like backfield. It was me and your brother, I think.
It was.
And I guess we were talking or something, and she didn't like that. And so like from across the room, she's sitting on the podium in the front of the field. We're behind the back hash. We're like several yards away.
For people who don't know how far that is, far.
Are you big far?
Distance amount.
Plus,
large.
we have woods that are covering, like that are almost like enclosing us in on the field.
Yeah.
And so like everything that is said over there
Goes back
echoes.
the other way.
Yeah, and hits us from the trees. And so like you could hear her.
Oh yeah.
And she said, she called our names out. She's like, "Stop being so obnoxious." And those were her words. And
Those words.
me, being an ass, was like, all right, whatever. And we just finished the day. At that same rehearsal, the very end, we had this horn move where we just had to put our horns up. And right before we did, we were like, "Stop being so obnoxious." And then we hit a note.
Like it really didn't even fit. But
No, it didn't. It
you
did.
you get good enough at it, and it's funny enough where you make it work.
Yeah.
We had
Golly, man.
You weren't here this last year, but we had a whole audible talking about how we just couldn't wait to see the Sonic live action movie. We just had like
What?
however many beats of dead counts, like so however many long, and we were at a rest carry. I mean, so we're just walking, marching, not walking, with our horn down, and just like we would just be like I can't wait to see Sonic the Hedgehog live action, and we would just talk about it. I'm so excited.
That's awesome. Me and Justin Mondragon, shout out to him. We pushed the prop next to each other all the way to the backfield for part 3, for the beginning of part 3.
Okay.
And so we push the prop, and then we strike this pose and wait for the solo to hit.
Strike this pose.
Yeah. And so we got to choose the pose, and we're just chilling there for several counts before we move off into this feature for the brass. And while we're waiting, we got a ton of counts. One, we have Whip a Tesla all the way back field. Whip a Tesla. We had that whole audible the whole way, which was pretty dope. And then after we got done, we just like hung back. We did a duo pose, so we would like lean on each other in some
Ooh.
fashion.
Nice.
That was fake. All right. And then
Hey.
we would just ask each other about our day, or he'd say like some side comment of like how he thought the day was going, and that just became a meme. So like wherever we were, we'd just be like, "Today sucked,"
Nice-
and then we'd
nice
like
weather we're
jazz run. Yeah. And we'd be like, "Dude, that's a lot of people."
Just
Or, like,
all nonchalant.
yeah, just randomly. Or just like,
Finals or whatever.
yeah. I don't even know what we said at finals, but I guarantee you we said something.
Funny seeing you here.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think at one point too, like, so the guard strikes a pose as well. I think they're all on the props, and we were commenting on how Hunter, this incredible color guard person and performer, but also just he's an incredible dancer. And we were like, bro, why does Hunter look so good on the podium? He was just looking fire that day. And
Hey,
we
man.
said it, and then we didn't have time to like interact or continue the conversation. It was just like, yo, Hunter looks badass up there. And then we just moved. We had to go into the next direction.
Homie looking good.
Yeah. So like the whole time you'd be thinking like, man, what? I got to tell Justin that again. We got to talk about this.
Gotta let him know.
Facts. I mean, it was good. It was a good time. I feel like there's a few times where you can have like a meme like that where you just, do
Yeah,
whatever.
Audibles that I guess change every time in a sense. It's not less so of like a strict audible and more of like a I'm gonna say something here.
Yeah, it's
Those are
just like
fun.
I got time.
Yeah.
You know.
We had a whole section during it was the Queen show actually where we just had this time where people were soloing and we were literally told to like mosey and walk around and then eventually hit our set when the like time came.
Oh yeah.
And it was like during that time, always, every time, you just be looking around like, yo, what up, dude? Like, what's up, everybody?
You just be yelling
Just
at
having a
each
good
other.
time at the field. Like,
Hey,
everybody
man.
would be in on it. Like,
That's really funny.
we'd just be screaming at each other across the field like, yo, you were soloing, so you were not a part of that.
Was I soloing?
That was when you stole the solo from our lead trumpet player.
Oh, jeez, man.
He played a trumpet solo on a marching French horn.
On a marching French horn, not a mellophone. So it sounded god-awful. I was really bad. I don't know why he let me do that, but I did it. Jeez, bro.
I wish I would have done it.
Was that the Queen show? No. That
Definitely.
had to be the Chase show.
Oh, yeah. It was the Chase show. It was 100% the Chase show. My bad.
I was about to say, I was like, I didn't play a Queen solo.
Yeah, my
though.
bad.
God, that's really funny.
It's just been so long ago.
Jeez. Our middle school band director, the good one, she was like harping on me like every time to get that thing in tune. Could never do it. I was a child.
That's
and
what
I
she
stole a solo.
That's what she does good, man.
I forget what it was. Like, I just suggested it to him. I was like, hey, could we have auditions for that solo? And then he looked at me. He was like, do you want it? And I was like, well, yeah. I just figured, like, we could just audition for it. You know, I could play it on mellophone. I'll just transpose it or whatever. And I did. I went home and transposed it. And he was like, sure, we'll just split it. And it was like, it's meant to be a trumpet solo. And for me, I just had a big head and was like, I want to play a solo. And, yeah, it never worked out.
Man, I wanted a solo in marching band so bad. It was the next year. No, whenever you weren't there.
Yeah.
We were having like a meeting about what the show was going to be the next year, and I remember being like, hey, I'm just saying, trombone solo or whatever. That'd be cool. He literally said like, trombones don't solo in marching bands. Like that's all they do in corps, man.
I feel like that was just a jab at you, just to be like, nah, bro, you ain't gonna have a solo.
Whatever.
Jeez.
Look at me now. I'm on top.
This is all I do is a solo.
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
Solo rap, bro. God, that's really funny. Yeah. Even like I don't know. We talk about audibles, but it's also like just feeling the show, feeling like the vibe, having a good time, especially like in encore runs or like finals runs. Like I know. Brandon Riley was hype on finals night. Jeez, bro. And he, every time, like, I think we finished the lick, he got off the podium, and, like, if you listen closely to, like, the finals recording, you just hear him scream, woo, let's go, baby! Like, he's just loud. He's just, like, so excited. And stuff like that makes the show.
Oh, yeah.
Or, like, impromptu moments of, like, 2016, the wink, that whole deal.
Oh, man. I thought about that earlier, but we were on something else. Just, like, for anybody who isn't into drum corps, and it's just not their thing.
The wink, bro.
You gotta watch, like, that's the wink, and
it's just a classic.
I think it's Carolina Crown where the homie drops his drum.
Oh, yeah, the recovery. I don't know what year that was.
Oh, God.
I think it was 14.
Those
14.
two, you have to watch them. They're insane.
They're just
good.
Classics in drum corps. So, I don't know, man.
I wish I was that guy. The wink guy?
The wink guy, dude.
Oh, my God.
And here's the thing. He was apparently, like, an age out. He came in 1 year, left 1 year.
Do you know that feeling when you do something, either not necessarily, it doesn't have to be badass, but, like, just something that, like, it makes, like, your whole, like, body, like, have that, like, warmth.
Yeah.
Just
butterflies, like, big butterflies.
Yeah, like, huge. And, you're like, your whole, like, it, like, starts here and just goes straight down. It's like, I cannot imagine how he felt as soon as he winked.
Dude.
Like, as soon as he looked and did it, and, like, the whole crowd.
Because here's the thing, the timing was great. The timing was immaculate. One, Bluecoats were just like
actual legend.
Every time they played that show, GE went out the ass. They just went up the roof and just demolished everyone. And I don't know.
I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it.
They were like getting into that show, and it panned right down to the solo. Right after he finished, he just hit this like stupid double note, high A or I don't know. It was stupid.
It was tight.
Yeah, and he just finished it. He like ripped away from his horn, and he was about to like leave, and he looks back and he realizes that the camera's right on him, and he just takes a wink and just goes ba-ding, and then everyone literally just goes.
It's actually legendary.
It's
like
legit. Like
it's
you
a
could
movie.
Not make.
It's a movie moment in real life.
Yeah, and it was like the jumbotron, the multicam,
oh my
like
goodness.
Bam, perfect, dude. That and then. Shoot, dude, there's just so many moments where, like, I don't know, man. Multicam picks up some good stuff. So, like, if you're performing, if you're just chilling, you get those audibles in there. You get that feeling. Audibles are essential. Vocals are essential. Feeling music, dude.
Feeling it is essential.
Golly, man. So, that being said, wrapping it around, Memes. Listen to your memes. Well, on that note, that's probably the best way that we've ever ended a podcast.
I didn't say something.
Not bad,
Yep.
not terrible, not
We're good.
controversial, not terrible.
Not terrible.
Bringing that back. So yeah, you just chill out over there. I'll end this thing, and we'll get out scotch free. Thank you, everybody. Dude, podcast number 8. We've come far. We've come real far. So we appreciate the help. That being said, feel free to share this around. You know, if you like us and you think other people would, or you want to listen to more trash and you feel like other people should listen to more trash, send it their way. Share it through YouTube or all the other podcast material directories, the official word. You can follow us, all the social medias for the podcasts, Twitter, Insta, Facebook. You can find me on Insta, my name somewhere. And then William still, have you given us your coordinates yet?
I'll have to get back to you on that.
All right, fine.
I'm
Whatever.
having my people look into it.
Oh, okay. All right. Or you can just show up at his house. I'll give you his address. If you want my address, it's in the last podcast, and we'll get yours at some point. So
Not happy.
we appreciate it, guys. If you need, or if you want to send us anything, suggestions or material or other songs or your shower stories or your audibles, appropriately, DM us. You can email us at thesandbagshow@gmail.com. Any and all of that. But if not, you can join us next week. So until then, bye.
Bye.